Good morning, roller derby people. We are back for day 2 of the Bendigo Rebellion Bendigo Games.
Bendigo Rebellion 2016, day 2 is about to start.
This morning we see the Adelaides facing off against the Convict City Convicts.
And it is all on the line, which is what we want so early on. Both teams have a win from yesterday, so whoever wins and is top of their pool, which means they draw a very favorable position for our semis later this day. Oh, they go through to the grand final, don't they? They go to the no, they don't go to. I don't know. It all happens anyway,
Stay tuned. We'll all find out
play
together.
More, and it will be all on the line again later today. It'll be knockouts, and tomorrow, of course, being grand final day, it's going to be amazing.
Woo.
So we've got about 2 minutes left to go.
How about we do some team lineups?
Yeah, some team lineups would be great. Do we have team lineups?
We could guess names.
We can guess names.
For the Adelaides, I can only see Bam Bam Belial's shirt. But boy, is it a nice shirt.
We've got
We
Furia
see you, Bam Bam.
We've got Phil. There's Ren. There's Frill Seeker. They're keeping their first jammer a mystery. No, they're not. They're sticking on Phil. So
Good old
it's
Phil.
going to be...
Phil, a very high rotation jammer yesterday.
Absolutely.
I think I called both Adelaide's games yesterday.
Yep.
So just in case they weren't sick of my voice yet, boy, they will be by the end of this weekend.
I doubt it highly. Because there's so much derby coming your way today, starting in just a couple of minutes, but we're going right through to this evening. There are games, just games, games, games. Track 1 and 2 coming to you live and direct over the stream.
Thanks to the beauty of the
They'll
internet.
be archived forever, thanks to the miracle of the internet.
And if you missed yesterday's games, they are up, but why would you want to miss out on the live action right here, right now?
Absolutely.
So later tonight, when you're sitting at home going, oh no, the roller derby's ended. Oh no, oh no. You can watch it all back.
All right, so Bendigo today, a little bit cloudy, a little bit cooler than yesterday.
I've been told this is one of their 4-season days.
Oh, a 4-season day. That's great, because we're inside and we won't get to see any of it.
Yes, I walked outside and it was raining and sunny and cold and windy, and I just wanted to go back into bed.
That sounds like a good idea, except that there was derby involved, so we know that that's not going to happen.
Now I'm here and it's warmer, and
Yay.
we have coffee. Is this mine or yours?
Well, you have coffee. I'm waiting for the next coffee person to arrive with actual coffee. Very quickly, we want to say thank you to the Chico Rollers, Dragon City Derby Dolls, for hosting this great tournament. We're about to get things underway.
That looks like Slamazon jamming for the Convicts up against the Philistine.
So straight away, it's a power jam to Adelaide. Slamazon getting called for a back block. So that means Phil is going to go around the outside and straight through as your lead jammer.
Phil wasting absolutely no time there. It looked like there was no calibration or getting the feel of it, just straight into kicking some butt.
Just launches in, tries to knock Holly Hipkiss out. Holly is a great blocker there, so absolutely no movement, but finds another way through. It's a 5-point pass.
I don't think 5 points is going to cut it for Phil. Looks like she's going around again.
Oh, nice.
And she does.
Yeah, that was lovely. Went dodged inside, outside, but then also able to pirouette around. So getting her jammer moves well and truly warmed up. Another nice 5-point pass right there.
Yeah,
Cutting called against number 4, that is Slamazon.
And she will be joining Bam Bam Belial in the box for a bit.
And it looks like another Convict City roller being sent off. So the pack being thinned out early on in this first jam. Philistine just raking up the 5-point passes. Adelaide is cleaning house. Frill Seeker just knocking people left, right, and center. Phil Seeker picks up one more 5-point fast, making that a 25-point jam, 24-point jam, my mistake. And
leaving Slammers on iced in the box for the first part of this jam. And that means that
there's 55, Bobby Dazzler coming on, lead cheerleader for the Adelaides. She's the one that gets the chant going. And she has a power start. Convict City go old school,
and
just
what a
to
power
try,
start it was.
just to try and make Bobby work hard to get through. Bobby with the forward momentum. There she goes. Bobby tries the inside line on the apex, finds that door closed. Around the outside. 4 more points.
Slamazon made it out on her initial pass, but wasn't able to score any points just yet. But maybe that looks like number 2, Vanessa Shedgrave, is going to have a go.
And she'll be up against Trinket. So Adelaide is just giving all their star jammers a chance to just get warmed up, get battle hardened. Whistle blows, here we go. And Trinket is tiptoeing around the outside, using her toe stops, and she is off. Also, that was Fury of Fenir going off, so didn't quite catch what the penalty was, but she's in the penalty area for the Adelaides. Trinket on the outside, on the apex, pokes her hips past, calls it off, and picks up 3 points.
The Adelaides sitting out comfortably on 31 for now.
Phil's back on. So Adelaide is going, looks like, with a 3 jammer rotation. And it's Slamazon for the Convict City Rollers.
I haven't seen much of the Convict City Rollers skating
There
yet,
she
but
goes.
I imagine that she will be a very high rotation jammer, and for good reason. She has picked up lead.
All right, so she is doing the hit and quit derby, denying Phil to rake up more points. And Convict City off the mark. Let's get it on. Going to enjoy making most of an unconflicted stadium as far as noise is concerned anyway. Vanessa Shredgrave on for Convict City, up against Bobby Dazzler.
And Bobby wastes absolutely no time getting directly out of the pack, but she is followed closely behind by Vanessa Shredgrave.
Could we see a little jammer on jammer action?
I hope so. That is exactly what we see.
Yep. Ooh. Vanessa Shredgrave just letting Bobby know that she was there. For Bobby just saying, that's all right.
Yeah.
You get no points either. Early lead to the Adelaides. They're on 31. Convict City are on 4. Trinket's back on. And so is Slammers on.
The Convicts playing a very tight rotation at the moment. I've only seen 2 of their jammers so far, but I look forward to seeing lots more.
I'm sure they've got more depth. They just want to give their star jammers a bit of a chance to shine. Adelaide's keeping Slammers on at the back, and Trinket is out and lead. Adelaide is just cycling the blocking around, and they're keeping that inside lane open, so Trinket goes through, picks up 5. Slammers on, nice little pirouette on turn 3 apex, gets through. Adelaide's clean house. And Trinket picks up another 3 and calls it off.
Adelaide is picking up a nice 8 points in that jam. That puts them on 39.
Philistine and Vanessa Shredgrave. And we're going old school pivot line start. Love it. Okay, just move that line back before the start. Both jammers getting forced out, forced to try again. Very intense blocking going on from both defensive lines. This is great.
Those walls are not something I would want to come up against.
Nah. Philistine trying to get through, has one more to get past, and she is clear. She already picked up lead jammer, but got forced out. The baby was well and truly eaten on that one, so great defensive work from Convict City. Vanessa Shredgrave has also been released. Philistine goes through, 4 points, calls it off. Hit it and quit it. Let's get some and go again.
It looks like Bobby Dazzler lining up for the Adelaides up against Slamazon. Bobby doing a nice little jumping, sort of getting hyped, little dance on the start line.
Yep, Bobby Dazzler's an absolute ball of energy. But it's nice to see some of these jammers with their little warm-up rituals before the whistle goes. Getting pumped, getting hyped, getting their head in the game.
There's one person who started yesterday with a proper sprint start, down on one knee.
Yeah, we had a sprint start. That was awesome. And it worked.
Yeah, still waiting to see the Pegasus, but it's still early in the tournament.
Slamazon is through lead jamming and already on her scoring pass, wasting absolutely no time. Adelaides, meanwhile, have just gone into that die angle. Harry Smiles getting called for a penalty. Bobby Dazzler is out, and Slamazon picks up her points and calls it off.
Convict City Rollers picking up 5 points, bringing them up to 9. Is this where we see their comeback? That is Vanessa Shredgrave lining up, ready to try and make that, close that gap a little bit more.
She's up against Trinket. Whistle blows, and they stayed on the pivot line for that one, so we're really going old school. Trinket goes through the outside, or around the outside, I should say. Sprinting on, Vanessa Shredgrave able to put the speed skates on and get out of the pack.
That form is just, it's beautiful to see.
That was fantastic. That was 9-9 hazardous curves. Took out Trinket. Trinket lying on the ground calls it off. Able to deny Convict City any points on that one. So ADRD on 47, CCR on 9. And we are just over 10 minutes into this game. Call to the bench, we need one more blocker. And that was ankle grinder able to get onto the track just in time.
That is
Philly
Phil.
Is through. Yeah, come on.
That is Phil coming around with Slamazon hot on her tails.
Very efficient derby from Adelaide at the moment, just getting 4 points, calling it off. This is becoming a bit of an MO at the moment, but it's good at keeping your jammers fresh, keeping your blockers cycled through. And more importantly, you're denying your opposition the chance to rake up a few points, just slowly extending your lead.
Shredgrave and Bobby up at it again.
Shredgrave just launched straight at the back of the Adelaides. Bobby Dazzler taking a moment just to size things up, trying to find an opportunity to open up a gap. Bobby Dazzler trying to force her way through the inside there, but Convict City able to muscle her out. She's going to try again. Both jammers being forced to the outside. Long recycle there from Furia Fenier. Vanessa Shredgrave forced all the way back to the jam line. She's going to start the next attempt at passing. Ooh. Bobby Dazzler forced to the inside, and Vanessa Shredgrave is through as your lead jammer.
Vanessa is definitely a very controlled skater. She is very skilled on her feet. I've seen a lot of really tight turns.
Really good defensive work here from the Adelaides. Furia Fenier, Frill Seeker blocking the outside. Could have been a sniff of an opening on the inside, but nope. Crusher Ramon came in and closed that door. So 3 points to the Convict City Rollers. They hit double figures on 12. Chasing down the Adelaides are on 51. It is Sunday after all. DJ's playing Hallelujah. I'm not sure I'd hear this version in a church that often.
Are we allowed to play this?
Trinket is jamming for the Adelaides. Has gone through and picked up a 5-point pass. Slamazon, meanwhile, still trying to get through for her initial and finally gets released by the Adelaides defense. Trinket caught by the Convict City defense, gets 3 points and calls it off. Phil's coming back on the jam, as is Vanessa Shredgrave.
That's such a smile. She gave a little wave to the crowd.
Whistle blows, here we go. Really intense blocking. Both teams again getting the girls to yield to the inside. Both had to go back and try again. Phil finds a way through on the outside, so she picks up the lead jammer.
Vanessa having a little bit of trouble with Blue Renegade at the front of the pack. She looks, yeah.
She got pinged for her forearms too. So it's a power jam now to Philistine. That's going to be her second chance to rack up a lot of points in a power jam so far this bout.
She seems to be, oh, that was lovely.
Yeah, that was a figure skater move. Wonder if Mad Mel Arena told her that one.
And just dances around on the inside.
Yep. So first one around the outside, next one on the inside. Getting caught in the Convict City trap this time.
That is a solid blocking wall with Holly Hip Kiss. That is, who have we got up there? Hazardous Curves and...
I think it was Giddy Up Girly in there.
Whoever you are, we see you and we appreciate you, Convict blockers.
Absolutely. I think it was Ren who came in and broke up that party though. So Phil got through, picked up another 5-point pass. Ren getting called for blocking out of play.
And Shredgrave on her initial pass, coming around, ready to finally pick up some points and close that massive gap that Phil has created. So far, a 24-point jam for the Adelaides.
And that is all she wrote for that jam. So Phil just not letting any points getting scored. Convict City want to have a chat about it, so they've called a timeout. We do have some merch left for sale, but there ain't a lot left.
I know, as a Derby girl, all I want in life is cool merch from every tournament I go to.
It's not about belting. It's not about friendship. It's about merch.
I mean, if there's stickers and patches, I'm there.
Hey,
That's
yeah.
all you have to tell me.
Also, there are some T-shirts left, but in limited sizes, mostly smalls and mediums. There's a few larges.
And we have got plenty of T-shirts, couple of singlets, but if you are more of a singlet gal like myself, just cut one up, you know, customize that thing. Some people like thick straps, some people like them skinny and spaghetti, you know.
Yep.
Make it your own, embrace it. Or head over to Skate Project, they have a sewing machine, they can do it all.
So lots of options available for merch, lots of opportunities.
And while you're over there, grab your ticket for the after party. You can't
Yep.
use your regular wristband. You will have to go $5 for entry, and it looks like it is definitely going to be worth it. Star Wars theme. We've got happy hour from 5 till 7 and drink specials all night long.
Bobby Dazzler got through but picked up a penalty, so she set up the power jam. Slamazon got through and decided to call it off, so she's handing off a power start to her next jammer.
Slamazon just hopping over the apex with this beautiful little step.
Slamazon
and
just
going
wants,
around again.
She wants to go. She's like, I want the power start. Vanessa Shredgrave going, yep, that's all right. You're feeling it. Take it, make it yours. Whistle blows. Convict City just stand aside and allow Slamazon to attack that wall.
It is a solid wall of Adelaides, but it is...
It's Ra who is doing the blocking there. Oh no, Frill Seeker.
That was Frill Seeker.
That was Frill Seeker.
Either way, they could not hold back. Slamazon, she comes around to pick up some points and close that gap for the Convict City Rollers.
Solid diangle there with Ren taking care of proceedings. So the Convict City sent in Smiley Virus to break it up.
Bobby Dazzler putting on the star for the Adelaides, but
yeah,
not
that
before.
that was a sneak.
Yeah.
And yep, Convict City, Slamazon just calling it off, not letting Bobby Dazzler get any points on the board. So Convict City walk away the victors from that one, picking up a solid 5. They're on 17, chasing down the Adelaides, who are on 83.
Shredgrave hoping to make that, keep that roll going.
And it must be my powers of prophecy, because Adelaides have stuck on Ra for her first turn as jammer.
No, oh, it is Ra.
Yeah, I know Ra. If you knew Ra like I knew Ra, I don't even know what that means. Ra, meanwhile, goes through, fresh legs, picks up lead jammer.
Ooh.
And steps through, outside, inside, 5 points. Cut track penalty, meanwhile, assessed to Vanessa Shredgrave. She is off. Harry Smiles is also off. So pack getting thinned out. High block getting called against one of the Convict City Rollers. Ra is through, picks up another 5 points. Knock to the outside, she's going to try again. Knock to the inside that time, so Convict City blockers doing an excellent job. Only 3 of them. but getting really up in Ra's grill. And she calls it, picks up that 5 points. So 15-point jam to Ra. Good first jam in lead jammer position. Excellent. Adelaide's stick trinket back on. And Slammers on. Back for Convict City. We have an officials timeout. One of the NSOs having a bit of a chat to one of the referees. Referees now huddling.
And, well, we have got this timeout. We will say a great big thank you to Samurai AV, who are bringing you our lovely voices. So thank you, Samurai, for kind of supplying us with all of the audio-visual things we could ever need.
Also the visual gear as well, so beautiful big screens here at Bendigo Rebellion. So yeah, we want to say thanks heaps for the support of Samurai AV.
We would also like to say a great big thank you, again, to the Dragon City Derby Dolls, Chico Rollers. They are a wonderful host with the coolest derby team.
And yeah, just really, really nice people.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask of your host, really. Just be nice, be good, and they are.
They're lovely.
They're like, we can do that, because it comes naturally. Okay, so the refs have finished their huddle, and we're about to get it on. Just a reminder, Trinket and Slammers on are your jammers coming up. Hi to the people watching.
See you, Hurler.
Yay, Hurler. From MCRG's watching on the YouTube. Excellent. If you are in Adelaide and watching, hey, we love representing you guys. MCRG are coming up a bit later on. They've got their last game, I think at midday, so of the minor round anyway.
We've also been told by the Convict City Rollers YouTube page that it is, in fact, 3-1 Giddy Up Gertie, not Giddy Up Girly.
Oh.
Thank you, Convict City Rollers, for tuning in.
That's why we have typos and the people who can tell us the correct words. Yay,
also, some love for Ra from Rochelle Werner. Nice work, Ra.
Yeah. Phil, meanwhile, is through his lead jammer, being chased down by Vanessa Shredgrave. And Phil gets past 3 of the athletes in orange before calling that one off. Bobby Dazzler back on, as his Slammers on. Spread out pack.
That is Eagle from ADRD, who is sending out some love to Ra.
Awesome. Sorry you're not here, Eagle, but thanks for joining us virtually.
That is Bobby Dazzler as your lead jammer.
Oh, mate. Big hits from the Adelaides. Slammers on is through. And a cut track adjudicated against Phil, so, oh, sorry, against Bobby Dazzler. So it's a power jam to Convict City.
And Adelaides are forming the tightest wall I have seen in quite some time. They are not letting Slammers on have her time in the sun.
Well, you got Ren, Thrill Seeker, and Ra. It is a true diangle right there. It is an absolute standstill on turn 4. Oh, yeah, clean house. Come on through. 005, the juggernaut.
Bobby Dazzler just exit the box and picks up some points immediately. Slamazon finally through for those points. She picks up the full 5, and it is wonderful.
Yep. She uses that opportunity to get some oxygen in her lungs and just launches herself at the pack to try again and get some more points for her team.
Ooh.
Bobby Dazzler forced to the outside. Fell a little awkwardly, but she's picked herself up, dusted herself off. She's going to try again. And Slamazon getting adjudicated a cut track. So now it's a power jam to the Adelaides. And that is the end of the jam.
The Adelaides having gone over the 100-point mark a full jam ago, and we didn't notice.
Points shared evenly, 8 apiece during that jam. And I think that's a fair result because both jammers did supremely well. And both sets of defense were just amazing to watch. So that is exactly how we love Derby to be played. Grinding, powerful stuff.
They've got some love from Blind Willie 99 saying, nice work, Slam. So while you're sitting there in the box, just know that you are getting some love from all over Australia. We've also got, we've got Eagle saying 30-second hold. Lovely, Adelaides. The Adelaides out in lead with Trinket.
Oh, mate. Trinket almost copping a shoulder to the face on that one. She's a short skater, but tough as nails.
They all are. Us short skaters, we are tough as nails.
Yep, and amazing. So agile. So 5 points to Trinket. She decides that's okay. I'll call that one off. And also gets a bonus 1 point on that one. Adelaide is setting Phil back on track. And the Convict Cities setting Vanessa Shredgrave back to get some and go again. Whistle blows and here we go. Once again, that solid wall of Adelaide is just keeping Vanessa Shredgrave at the back. Forces her to the inside. Forearms penalty adjudicated against Ren. But it is Phil who's through as lead jammer. Oh, just not able to keep her skates in bounds. Phil has a long skate back. Meanwhile, Fury of Frenier setting a recycle that would make the finest, every Greenie politician proud.
That was the Chuggernaut recycling the Adelaides all the way around the track pretty much.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So both sets of defense getting the solid environmental practice going.
Ooh.
More points for both teams.
Phil spinning out in this beautiful little pirouette sort of thing at the end.
Trinket back on.
And Giddy Up, Gertie putting on the star.
Yes, we got more. So Giddy Up, Gertie on.
And we have confirmed it is Gertie, not Girly. Thank you, Convict City Rollers, for notifying us of this.
She gives us a thumbs up. She's ready to rock. Whistle
I'm ready
blows.
to watch. Gertie is met with a solid Adelaide's wall.
Yeah, that is Harry Smiles. And of course, Crusher Ramon doing the damage there.
Trinket, though, out as lead. Gertie makes it out of the pack.
Alcatraz, an ankle grinder, also on for the Adelaides, forming a nice little bridge. Trinket gets the go-ahead from her bench. She's off to get more points. And just straight through the inside. That was so easy. 5 points. Awesome blocking from the Adelaides, just keeping things clean. forearms penalty getting adjudicated that time. That was against 9-9 hazardous curves. Another 5-point pass to Trinket in the Adelaides.
Gertie being met with Crusher Ramon's hip, sending her into the inside. She has to come around again.
Another forearm penalty against Shelley Splinters. So very light on for the Convict City Rollers at the moment. And it's another 5-point pass to Trinket. She's racked up 19 so far this jam. Giddy up Gertie, getting forced to the inside by ankle grinder. Trinket goes through, gets another 5 points. Gertie finds her way through on the inside. She picks up 4. Trinket, another 4 points as well. Sorry, 5 points. And that is the end of the jam. So looks like 29-point jam. So that sends the Adelaides up to 154. 4 points.
And we are
Brings up to
officially in halftime.
Halftime already.
Wow.
Time flies when you're having fun.
So much fun.
So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get caffeinated. We're going to come back and we will continue with the second half. Adelaide versus Convict City at Bendigo Rebellion 2016, day 2. Halftime is over. We're about to get it on for the second half. Adelaide taking on Convict City.
It looks like we've got Phil up against, I can't see a Convict City jammer. Because they're in the box.
Yep, so it's a power start. Adelaide is just looking to stamp their authority. Have to correct myself from earlier on. Convict City didn't win their game yesterday. It was Northside who did. So Convict City trying to get a win under their belt. But it is the Phil who's through.
I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see more of Gertie jamming. And we've got Phil coming through for a nice 5 points.
Just want to say thank you to whoever it was who jumped a pile of lollies on the commentator bench.
That was Poppet. We love you, Poppet.
Phil pirouettes her way through. Convict City setting up a big four wall and holding Phil for quite some time, but once she got through, it was all over. 4 more points. Oh, nice little pirouette move around the outside, swivel, and 5 points, Phil, and the Adelaides. Gertie just getting absolutely held by the Adelaides, and she has passed off the jammer sock. But Adelaide is very quick to communicate and set up a defense move. So, yeah, and even with the might of Vanessa Shredgrave, can't be held. So Crusher Ramon and Ankle Grinder combining there, held her up for quite some time.
There are definitely some very talented jammers, but this blocking from both teams is astounding.
Yep, it's world-class derby here at Bendigo.
Absolutely, and that was a 28-point jam for the Adelaides. Not a bad start. We've also got some love for the Adelaides. We've got Counter Bump saying, "Go Adelaides," and we've got Eagle saying, "Trinket, Trinket, you're a star," which is very relevant because we see Trinket on the start line up against Slamazon.
If you sing it to Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, you can actually be part of the Adelaides cheer squad.
I would love to be part of the Adelaides cheer squad.
Well,
I want to be one of you.
They're sitting over there, but they haven't been in full voice yet. But Trinket's heard the call. She's off as lead jammer.
Maybe she'll skate faster if I see those Adelaides getting up and cheering. It is a bit early in the morning, though.
Need more coffee.
Slamazon just smacking into the back of that looked like Ra.
Yep, but not able to pick up any points. So it's 4 for Trinket and nothing for Slamazon on that one. So 186 playing 30.
Shredgrave up against Phil once again.
Both teams just sticking to their routines. Adelaide just sticking with the solid 3 rotation. Ra having a couple of goes as jammer last half. And Convict City with their basic twin tower setup, Vanessa Shredgrave and Slamazon.
They are both absolute balls of energy. I would not be able to jam at this high of a rotation.
Yeah, but both supreme athletes.
Spectacular endurance, definitely. You can see whether the training is definitely paying off.
Vanessa Shredgrave recycled by Ankle Grinder, so she's going to set herself up and try again. Philly, meanwhile, just powers through the inside. Go, Phil. Picks up another 5 points for the Adelaides. Counter Bubs quoting Mr. W from Adelaide roller derby days of yours. Feel slipperier than deer guts on a doorknob. I hear you. She's also extremely agile, and that is impressing us here today at the Bendigo Rebellion.
Absolutely. We're also getting some love ourselves from the Convict City Rollers, so thank you for your great watching.
Yeah. And for all the comments you're leaving on the YouTube channel as well. Thank you. All right, Bobby Dazzler up against Slamazon. Oh, nice little leap from Bobby Dazzler, avoiding one of the falling blockers. She got adjudicated a forearms for the next attempt at passing, so she's off, and it's a power jam to the Convict City Rollers. Oh boy, it's bodies flying everywhere. Holly Hipkiss hitting the deck pretty hard, but she just bounced straight up again.
It takes me back to the days when everybody was wearing those "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" shirts.
Well, it's not a case of letting the bodies hit the floor.
It's
the bodies are
making
just
them.
hitting the floor. Bodies are flying everywhere.
Slamazon with a two-pack powerhouse. That is 24 and 32.
Yep,
Fury
Fury
of
of
Fenrir
Fenrir.
and Bam Bam, but no, sorry.
No, that's
Thrill
Seeker. Bobby Dazzler is just stashing the sock and gets through for her initial. Slamazon getting some high fives while lying on the floor. She can't stay there.
She could.
No, she can't.
I don't think the
It'll
refs
get
would be
sweaty.
happy.
The floor will get sweat on it. We'll need a towel person. Can we have a towelly, please? Turn 3.
Shredgrave and Trinket at it again.
Excellent. I'm really enjoying these matchups.
I'm really enjoying just watching these blockers. We don't talk enough about blockers in roller derby, and they are the heart and soul of the team. That's
Absolutely.
what you're scoring points for.
Yep. And it's also who's managing to set things up for you.
Yeah.
So Trinket, able to work her way around. She's lead jammer.
Look at that little hop through the pack.
Yep. Harry Smiles working there to clean house. A nice triangle set up by Adelaides. And the pack sped up, but Trinket Wise gets her speed skates on and picks up another 5 points. Very fast pack now.
I always wonder if there's someone who starts the speeding up or if it's more of a hive mind thing and they all just go, now.
I think that one was a bit more organic. They just suddenly found themselves speeding up. But things have now become a little bit more stationary on the home straight. Another 5 points to Trinket. Oh, nice agile moves. Vanessa Shredgrave trying to find a way through. Ren being held back by the Convict City defense, so unable to be the fourth wheel to the Adelaides for a while. Trinket through for another 5. And another one. Just like that.
As you do.
Well, yeah, as she does.
As she does. These Adelaides have very high scoring jams. I've noticed, especially when they have some really solid blocking combinations. That was lovely.
Trinket getting in an apex jump there before getting met by a shoulder of Shelley Splinters, knocked to the inside, and she calls it off.
A 29-point jam for the Adelaides puts them over the 200 mark. Everybody get your coffee out and have a drink.
Convict City have called a timeout. So Adelaide is just occupying that jam line by themselves while Convict City talk it out in their
They're
team
doing
area.
The Macarena.
I think that was the Three Amigos dance move. I'm not sure. Or is it the Macarena?
That is the Macarena. This is great.
I've never seen the Macarena used as a motivational force for good.
I have used the Nutbush. That was a training thing when I first wanted to get into roller derby. Someone said, okay, there's a lot of toe stop work. Can you do the nut bush on your toe stops? Because that's how you know you're ready for roller derby.
And can you do the nut bush on your toe? Well, there you go. Awesome. Hey, it's Count the Bumps from Adelaide. Thanks. How you going? Hope you're enjoying all the action coming to you live from Bendigo.
A lot of love from Convict City Rollers. They say, go slam.
Slam is on the line. She's going to take that to heart.
Some would say slam is on the line. That wasn't nearly as funny as it was in my head.
Meanwhile, Philistine is through. She's lead jamming. Oh, yeah. That was a big bump. That was 005, the Juggernaut again. And we've managed to say her name a couple of times. Some really big, spectacular blocks from her. I'm loving this. This is like such a competitive bout. Both teams just doing amazing defense.
Adelaide is going for a lot of spectacular jumps and leaps. And the Convicts just going, nah, I don't think so.
No. A lot of hips being thrown around.
Slamazon is out and ready to pick up some points.
Philistine trying to get some more. That's the Juggernaut in there again. And it's also 1-3 Alabama Hurley doing some great blocking in there. Points apiece, so 4 points for each of the jammers on that pass.
There was a moment there where their skating just perfectly synchronized. It was really fun to watch.
We hope you caught that. That was happening right in front of the camera here at turn 3. Points apiece again, so Philistine just very happy just to keep trading points. Slamazon saying, I'm very happy to keep going. A little jammer on jammer action there on turn 1. Philistine getting pushed to the inside. She's recycled. Slamazon being held by that diangle there on turn 2.
That is a solid wall.
That was Frill Seeker, Furia Fenier, and Ankle Grinder combining there for the Adelaides.
Bobby Dazzler putting on the star for the Adelaides once again. I don't know if you can see it, but she has these amazing tassels on her singlet.
Tassels are a Bobby Dazzler thing. She actually does all these amazing costumes for Adelaide Roller Derby home games. Epaulettes, like very big on the tassels.
I am in
I think
awe.
she's available for parties and bar mitzvahs and christenings, birthdays.
Bobby, we'll be talking after this game. And she has picked up lead. Shredgrave met with a wall of, that is Harry Smiles and...
There's Crusher Ramon, there's Ra and L. So that is a fantastic set of blockers going on from Adelaide. The names of those skaters would strike fear into your heart just by themselves. But when you say there's a 4-wall made up of those 4, holy cow.
I'm just announcing and I'm intimidated by them.
I've had the pleasure of watching these Philistine through the pack like lightning through a wet dog.
Oh my God.
Anytime you guys want to come here and commentate, if you're going to throw out some lines like that, I'm very happy to yield the microphone.
Or if you just want to submit them, I'm trying to make a book of all of the bizarre phrases I hear in roller derby. So send me your best ones and I will give credit where credit is due.
So we can talk about having the third commie here at Bendigo YouTube commenters for the win. Meanwhile, once again, tremendous blocking going on from the Adelaides. Convict City have stuck on Slamazon, and Trinket is lead jammer for the Adelaides. Straight through the inside like last night's curry.
Oh my God.
Furia Fenya getting sent off, so she's sitting down for a penalty. A little bit light on from both teams with blockers. Back block being adjudicated against Trinket against Slamazon, so it hands a power jam off to Convict City. Slamazon. Oh yeah!
Oh my
God! Woo! Nice. That was a big old apex jump right in front of us on turn 3.
That was an apex jump with like a mohawk landing.
And once again, Slamazon fakes inside, goes outside, so and against Ankle Grinder and Ren. So very, very nice jam work. Slamazon's been going all game. I'd be exhausted at this point. Slamazon goes, nah, I'm going to find me some air.
I hope that the camera's got every second of that because I am in absolute awe.
Both teams with blockers back on track. Oh, Furia Fenya playing some mind games against Slamazon right in front of us. Trinket back on, and that is the end of the jam.
And what a jam!
2 points, sneaky points for Trinket, but a full 4 for Slamazon. So 14 points for the Convicts and 12 for the Adelaides out of that jam. Once again, evenly shared on points, but once again, tremendous action from both teams.
Absolutely. I think in a game like this, the score is not relevant and it does not show the athletic ability of these women. It is spectacular. This is Div 1, top of...
the first order.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, this is a total Div 1 action.
This is cream of the crop and every second of it is being captured. And oh my God.
Philly is through as lead jammer. And Vanessa Shredgrave up against Bam Bam and Crusher and Elle. Philistine working her way through the pack. Nice pirouette around the outside, opens up an inside line, and it's a 5-point pass for the Adelaides. Great work from the Adelaides blockers. Just open up a pathway through the middle. Philistine just waltzed on through. Vanessa Shergrave, meanwhile, just had a date with the floor. Picked herself up and is getting some again. Forced to the outside on that one.
It was a beautiful slide by her. She just sort of slid out on her knees and then just got back up.
Philly, meanwhile, picks up another 5-point pass. Another couple of beautiful little dodge moves, and it's another 5-point pass. Bam Bam Belial just owning Vanessa Shredgrave.
The Convict blockers going, we see what you're doing. We're not a fan.
Professionally.
Yeah.
I'm sure
With
once they have a look at
bodies,
this
not their
game in
mouths.
the archive afterwards, they're going, yeah, that was some sweet moves. Another 5-point pass to the Adelaides, and that is the end of the jam. So 30-point jam
And
to
what
the
a
Philistine.
jam it was.
Yeah. So 286 plays 62. Convict City take another timeout to talk. Adelaide's cheer squad going bananas.
As they should. Give it up for the Adelaides. It went completely silent.
No, there's a lot of communication going on. Big smiles from the Adelaides on the jam line as they just have a little chat. Yeah, a little wave to the camera. You're getting some love on the YouTubes, guys.
So much
yeah,
love
we're
on
really
the
enjoying the
YouTubes.
entertainment today.
We've got the Philistine, like a peanut through a baby.
Yay, waving to the crowd at home. Like peanut through a baby is the comment from about the Philistine. Bobby Dazzler is going to be your next jam, Adelaide fans, and it's going to be Giddy Up Gertie for the Convict City Rollers when we get things underway. for jam number 10 of the second half. First game of day 2, Bendigo Rebellion 2016 on track 1, streaming live. Adelaides have called a team timeout, so not only are they trading blows on the track, but off the track. One of the officials is coming over here.
Hi, buddy.
A couple of the officials. Team huddles on the jam line at the moment. Still going with Bobby Dazzler and Giddy Up Gertie. High fives from the convict cities to each other. Great to see such positive attitude.
These are real athletes.
And having a blast.
I mean I'm having a blast just watching.
Yeah, thanks to Skate Victoria for helping out with hosting this awesome event and supporting the running of the Bendigo Rebellion. Thank you so much to Skate Victoria.
We've got Eagle singing the Adelaide's song through text. Quite a sight to see. And some love from the Convict City Rollers to Phil. 30-0 jam. Top work, Phil. It's good to see the teams appreciating each other like that.
Yeah.
I wonder if the person running the Convict City Rollers thing is here or if they're back in Tassie.
Wherever you are, thank you so much for contributing.
Light City Derby saying great work, ADRD.
Yep, Light City, one of the Adelaide teams. Light City Derby were in Canberra this weekend. Had a couple of games last night against a couple of the Canberra teams and came away with victories.
Yay!
So well done, Light City.
Let's see if this can be a weekend of victories for Adelaide as a state.
And just a reminder, there's Derby going on everywhere around this great wide brown land of ours. So yeah, hit it up.
If you happen to be in New South Wales today, I think there's a Western Sydney game today for Halloween.
Oh, of course. I think there's a bout in, or that maybe that was last night in Queensland for a Halloween theme.
Inner West had their friends and family game yesterday, which I missed out on and heartbroken about.
Never mind. You were here.
I was here. I'm so excited.
Yes, so just like checking they them pronouns. And also our team specifically.
What's coming up after the grand final on Monday, you need to get special wristbands. They're just $5 each from where we come in here at the Bendigo Rebellion. No wristy, no entry. Bobby Dazzler, Giddy Up Gertie. We're about to get it on. Whistle blows and here we go.
Giddy Up Gertie putting on the star for the second time today, if you don't count that half.
I think she's had a couple maybe already this half. But it is Bobby Dazzler and Giddy Up Gertie through almost together. Bobby Dazzler getting lead jammer. Arms pumping from both skaters. Tassels flying in the breeze. Bobby Dazzler goes through.
That is 1 point.
Just
to
a
the,
1 point jam.
Convicts, and the bench is thrilled. I
Yeah.
am thrilled. Everyone is happy.
Sneaky points for the win. Or
We've
in that jam anyway.
got some love coming from the Central Coast of New South Wales. Hans Offerback saying, good morning from the Central Coast. We wish we were there with you.
Well, it's not too far to drive.
Yeah, come on, Hans. I caught a bus
Yeah.
down.
You could make it by this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Vanessa Shredgrave up against Trinket. Trinket up against a lovely wall of orange, but manages to find a way outside, inside. Vanessa Shredgrave also works her way through. Blockers set themselves up on turn 3, 4,
And
apex.
that glide by Shredgrave.
Shredgrave asked for an extra point. She got an extra 2.
That was
And it's 3-2 Trinket.
led with the arse, and it was completely effective.
Very much so. At the moment, the score's 294 to 65, not really belying the evenness that's happening on track every single jam. As a mosquito just flies into my face. It
I
has
went
been
for a
mosquito
swim
country
in
here.
mosquito repellent this morning.
It's giddy up Gertie again.
Got Sia Hurler saying, yay Gertie! And with good reason, as lead jammer for the Convict City Rollers.
But it is the Philistine who gets the jammer on jammer action, forces Gertie to yield. Gertie strategically calls off.
I know someone explained that bird hand movement to me yesterday. I don't remember it. That.
I don't know.
It just looks like a bird.
I think that means no pass, but that's all right. All right. Vanessa Sherdgave up against Bobby Dazzler again. This has been an excellent matchup throughout this bout. Bobby Dazzler launches herself at the wall, opens up a gap on the inside and is through as lead jammer. Vanessa Sherdgrave muscles through. I think the reason why Bobby Dazzler wears
and that leap. Did it?
yeah, go on. Bobby Dazzler wears tassels like that because she does these beautiful shoulder fakes, and I think it's just like, you know, glittery tassels flying at you.
It is.
You get distracted.
It's lovely. I want a pair.
Go get some. I'm sure Bobby would love to make some for you. Bobby going for a scoring pass. Just one more player to get through.
Shredgrave
That is the
stuck
Chuggernaut.
behind Harry Smiles.
Yeah.
And
We've been
another
managing
blocker.
to say Harry Smiles' name a few times here today. She's been doing some really good moves as a blocker and great support work as a pivot. Five points to Adelaide and 4 for Convict City. Thrill Seeker, Harry Smiles just slowing down the Convict City wall. That allows Bobby to get through, and it picks up 4 points, calls it off.
Get excited. Two of our underappreciated jammers. We've got Ra and Gertie.
Oh, yes. All right, whistle blows. Gertie forced to the inside by Fury of Fenier. And Ra goes through, she's lead jammer.
Ooh.
There's a low block getting assessed there.
One of the Convict City Rollers just sending Ra flying onto her knees.
That is a safe fall in anyone's language. And Ra goes through, picks up 5. Cut track penalty against Gertie, so it's a power jam for Adelaide.
Look at that wall. Ra just throws herself into a wall of hazardous curves. Holly hip kiss and... No, it's just them.
Great blocking there from Ankle Grinder. Just held back. 3-7-1 Holly hip kiss, and that allowed a 5-point pass for Ra. Ooh, Ra trying that outside line again. But it was Slamazon who was wise to that one. Shut the door. Slamazon and Ra are just having a great stoush this jam. They've been up against each other at least 3 times already. And Slamazon just got sent off for a penalty, but Ra has also been forced to yield, so it's debatable who to say won that. I'd say it's fair to say the points were shared on that one.
Absolutely. We've got Shredgrave and Trinket, a combination we've seen quite a bit today.
And loved it. Trinket just loosening the shoulders. Vanessa Shredgrave coiled like a spring. She's ready to explode. Explodes into a wall of Adelaides, though. That's Crusher Ramon and Harry Smiles. Trinket being held back by a wall of orange. Fantastic blocking.
Neither jammer has made it out. We have seen no movement for about 20 seconds, and that is Trinket making it out as lead jammer, finally breaking through that wall of just solid orange.
That's a testament to both sets of blockers there. Both jammers just were held even before turn 1. Trinket has stepped through the inside for 5 points. Vanessa Shredgrave forced to yield. And as Trinket steps around the outside this time for 5. Pack fairly stationary at the moment. Oh, look at that. Oh, right in front of the camera. Trinket, just beautiful footwork right along the inside of the outside line. That was lovely.
The inside of the outside.
The inside of the outside.
I like it.
A little bit of mobility in the pack forces or causes Trinket to open up an opportunity. Gets another 5-point pass.
It is officially a power jam for Trinket with Shedgrave in the box. Let's see if they can. Oh my God, they reached. When did they reach 300?
That's the way it happens sometimes. A lot of big jams going on from the Adelaides here. 20-odd points, 30-odd points. They're combining really, really well. So 25-point jam there for Trinket that time. So yeah, fantastic work. Looks like one of, yep, so we have an official review being called. So we will hopefully find out soon what that's about. So yeah, Convict City have called for an official review, as is customary. The captains and alternates come out and have a yabba with the refs. And hopefully they'll come over and tell us what it's all about. Great comments coming through in the YouTube. I'm not sure we can repeat some of them.
I didn't read that one.
We're loving it. Thank you so much for joining us on YouTube, wherever you are, around Australia and around the world. We're about to get things underway. Didn't find out what that official review was about. We have an official's timeout. It is an official review being taken as a timeout. Okay, so that's what it was all about. We're just capitalizing on timeout opportunities as we wind down this first game. 3 minutes 25 left to play. I almost don't want this to end. This has been an awesome, awesome bout. But there's plenty more action coming your way today. All teams in action, of course, on day 2. And here we go. Philistine getting a power start. And quickly picks up lead jammer.
Oh, a beautiful little hop. I hope we caught that on camera. That was Vanessa Shredgrave just leaping onto the track.
Philly. Excuse me. 5 for Philly. Vanessa Shredgrave goes through, gets her initial pass.
Phil picking up another 4 points.
Yep. Pack starting to pick up a little momentum.
A lot of momentum.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at that. It's a train of fury. 4 more points to Philly. Forearms penalty getting adjudicated against Thrillseeker. But it's Philistine coming on through saying, I'll take 5 more. Thank you very much. Wren holding Vanessa Shredgrave single-handedly, but unfortunately did it illegally, so she's being sent off. 4 points apiece for the Jammers.
Shredgrave has this beautiful stance. She just sort of, it's this strange cross between like an artistic skater and a speed skater, and it just strikes fear in my heart, but it's lovely to watch.
Yeah.
She just steps around the body of Fury of Fenrir. Just daintily.
We have a whistle, and it's a timeout, I think, to the Adelaides.
We think. Well, it can't be the Convicts.
No, Adelaides have taken the timeout. I don't think Convicts have any left. They used their last official review as a timeout, so that's it for Convict City in terms of being able to grab a rest.
Unless they ask Adelaides really nicely.
Of course. Maybe throw in a few lollies. The Adelaides take that opportunity to switch out Bobby Dazzler for Trinket. So it'll be a tall Slammers-on taking on the pocket rocket of Trinket once we get things underway. Coming up towards Jam 17. As Sir Mix-a-Lot is playing through the PA here. I got to say, it's an unofficial anthem of roller derby. Or is it Nicki Minaj? I can't tell with that bass. All I hear is the bass line, and I'm just thinking, I like big jams, and I cannot lie.
Yeah.
It's Nicki Minaj, damn it. I want to hear Sir Mix-a-Lot.
If we can put in a request.
Slammers-on, meanwhile, picks up lead jammer.
Trinket, though, not having any of that, coming around to just shoulder her way through this pack of solid orange.
Yeah. But Adelaide is also doing a great job. Elle, Fury, and Ren this time doing the damage. And a forearms penalty gets adjudicated against Trinket. So it's a power jam to Convict City. Oh, beautiful work. Slamazon just leaning all over Fury. And Ren getting on track and back into the action straight away. Slamazon just with Fury Fenir to get through, and she does. 5 points for Convict City. Wow. Slamazon just launched into Elle, who just did not budge an inch.
Trapped behind the blocking power of Blue Renegade.
Yep.
She's made it through for another 5 points.
And yeah,
Trinket.
Great movement by Slamazon, avoiding the outstretched backside of Elle. Trinket back on track, goes straight through, picks up 4, just like that. That is the end of the jam, end of the bout. The score unofficially 381 to 86, but I think the winner today is definitely us.
I was going to say exactly that.
Because we have been absolutely treated to some champagne derby.
Absolutely. Now,
what better way to start a Sunday, I reckon? Champagne breakfast.
give it up for your skaters, the Convict City Rollers, Juggernaut, Skywalker, Crack, Alabama Hurley, Smiley Virus, Vanessa Shredgrave, Shelly Splinters, Giddy Up Gertie, Freaky Peep, Holly Hip Kiss, Slamazon, and Hazardous Curves.
For the Adelaides today, Trinket, Harry Smiles, Rah, Fury of Fenir, Blue Renegade, Bam Bam Belial, Frill Seeker, Alcatraz, Crusher Ramon, Bobby Dazzler, The Philistine, and Ankle Grinder.
I have been Trixie.
And I've been Pants.
Stay tuned for more Derby.